The government released a better than expected jobs report for June yesterday, suggesting the economy is resilient for now, even with the uncertainty over tariffs. MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady is here with the numbers. She's been crunching them. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning to you all. All right, so the U.S. economy, it added a strong 147,000 jobs in June. That was much better than the 110,000 economists predicted. So let's drill down on where that growth stems from. So we saw a surge in government jobs, and it wasn't at the federal level, but half the overall June growth, it came from hiring by state and local governments, primarily in education. At the same time, there was a big slowdown in the private sector. You can see it there. It added just 74,000 roles last month against more than 130,000 in both April and May. And that underscores the hesitancy and hiring pauses we see from businesses. It also means that if we didn't see the big increase in local and state hiring, the overall labor market picture would look less positive this month. We also want to highlight the unemployment rate. Okay, we saw welcome tick down to 4.1%. But that was partially driven by a decrease in people actively searching for those jobs. So you see what's, in what's known as the labor force participation rate, which fell to 62.3%. That's the lowest in nearly 3 years. So overall, report is strong, but you peel back the onion and it reveals some questions about whether this is sustainable.
A lot of good questions right there. And Kelly, I was going to say Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell under a lot of pressure, especially from the president, to lower interest rates. Do you think this report is going to impact that decision at all?
So I think this report gives the Fed license to wait and see where tariffs impact inflation over the next few months. You're probably not going to see a change in interest rates when they meet in July. That being said, not everyone feels that way because that state and local government hiring I mentioned, it's seasonal. So people are arguing, hey, we saw that slowdown in the private sector. People are taking longer to get jobs. Maybe there should be a more robust debate about whether we get a cut.
All right, we'll see. Kelly, always good to have you at the table. Happy Independence Day.
You too.